Riah. Hey, Riah.
Gotta be grateful. She's on the main line. Sisters, we are thankful. Never on the side. If life turns its table, you know I'm enabled, capable and faithful. Gotta be grateful, grateful, grateful. Sisters, we are thankful, thankful, thankful. Yeah, 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 yeah.
But today I'm just going to show you guys how to make sea moss gel. So I got this from Wildcraft Irish sea moss. It was harvested in St. Lucia. Here you go. There you go, right there. Yeah, so this pretty much what it looked like in the and on their website. They told you, you know, you're gonna probably find like particles, minerals like rocks and stuff like that because it comes actually from the ocean. So I'm just taking it out right now. So actually this is my first time using sea moss, making the gel, everything. So first time doing it. So yeah, this was like what was in here. It was like a leaf or something. So they not wrong about that, like, you know. But that's the whole process, right? So this is what it look like, you guys. Yeah, it's supposed to look like this, you guys. I'm gonna do another video talking about it, but I'm gonna briefly talk about it right now. It's supposed to, you guys, it's supposed to, you know, be thin like this. And not supposed to be 2 times its size in this type of state right now, you know? If you're trying to get harvest. See, you guys, it's not supposed to have a lot of salt on it. You guys, sea moss naturally, Wildcraft's harvest sea moss should not have a lot of salt on it. It's, you could barely see the salt. Like, you can see just a little bit of it, but you barely see it. And that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I'm putting in this mixing bowl because once I put some water in, what you're gonna see, it's going to, you know, blossom into size. So as you're gonna follow me, you're gonna see me putting some water. Turn the cold water on. I really wanted to use, I really don't have an amount. I'm just pouring it in until it's like covered. Okay, so you're gonna see me, I'm just gonna cut it in half. It's loosening up. It's not as, you know, small and stringy as it was. So I'm just gonna squeeze. I'll come back to it in the morning because it's gonna get nice and thick. You know, you're gonna suck up that water, and it just, the citrusy, you're gonna just take away from that salt. So yeah, we'll just check on it probably in the morning. In the instructions it says how to prepare sea moss gel. First, when you receive your sea moss, you will need to clean it using distilled or spring water to clean your sea moss. You may notice particles from the ocean, such as pieces of rock, still stuck to some of the sea moss. Remove those particles and rinse well. Second, boil your water in a pot. Once the water comes to a rolling boil, turn the fire off and add the sea moss to the water and cover to steep the moss and help it to become softer for blending. Make sure that your sea moss is fully submerged in the water. Leave the sea moss in the pot to steep for at least 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, remove the sea moss from the pot and add it to your blender. Also add some of the warm water that your sea moss steeped in from the pot into the blender. You will have to make the best judgment on how much water you need to add. It depends on how much sea moss you are using. Usually, we suggest not filling the water above the sea moss level in the blender. Now, all you have to do is blend the sea moss and the water together. After a few minutes, from about 3 to 4 minutes, you will notice that you have a nice smooth mixture. Pour your blended sea moss into a glass mason jar and refrigerate it for at least a few hours so that it can turn into a gel form. Sea moss gel can last up to 3 to 4 weeks refrigerated. Thank you for shopping with us. Sea Moss Island. So that's about it, you guys. It was an amazing experience of making this. I enjoy every bit of it, and it was really not hard, or I have any difficulties into making it. And I hope you like this and enjoy the video. Thank you.
Hey, Diyah.